All right, we are green. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors. This is a special edition of Everything's Burning Down Again. Guys, if you've not been paying attention for the last 5 years, 8 years, you wouldn't recognize that this looks really dang familiar. In fact, it's the exact same playbook, the exact same outcome. The only thing we're missing is the we're going to walk through all of that right now. Now, everything's going to be linked in the description. Actually, excuse me, on this one I can't. Make sure you follow me at X, or on X, at Braden LOA, because honestly, there's so much that's happening right now. So many things are on fire. They're finding random piles of cement blocks located conveniently near ICE protests. Guys, literally, this is the exact same thing we've seen before. So make sure you send this out. You spread this stuff out, because you guys need to know this stuff, because this is not new. This is literally play by play, the same as we've seen before. Now, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because the very same people who do these types of things when they don't get their way are the same people who say you can't have gun rights. Yeah, see how it's all linked together? Yeah, everything. Well, excuse me, I'm so used to saying that. Follow me on X, at Braden LOA. We will cover all of it, because this is a really important story. The consistency and the continuity between the leftist protests that always turn into burning everything, it's really important to see. Quick administrative note, shirts are still available in the description box below. You can link it. I'm going to keep it open until Sunday per request of some people who emailed me. They wanted me to hold off a couple days on the removal of limited time design, so I did. There you go. We're taking our rights back, and this is a pretty big part of this. All right, so please, on X, at Braden LOA, we are going to dive into this. Let's get into it real quick. So if you guys are not familiar, Los Angeles, New York, Minneapolis is now popping off. So the reason that this is really important to understand, yes, it's happened before. Yes, it's the exact same playbook. Yes, it 100% is timely. We are 4 months into the Trump administration. 4 months. We got 4 years. Don't know where that thumb came from. We got 4 years. All right. California is going to be the focus of a lot of this. New York as well, but they both share the same symptoms. They both adopted sanctuary city policies, and it became the standard of the norm for more than a decade. So it became an indoctrinated norm and belief of virtue signal, because nothing's going to happen to us. We're going to get our federal funding. No one's going to get arrested. No one's going to do this. And if they do, we'll just protest and burn things to the ground. Again, it's the exact same thing that we've seen before. But when you're looking at all of this, what you're seeing is literally a reaction to people fulfilling the law. This is federal law. Sanctuary cities just blew up in the left's face, and now they're reacting poorly. For example, let's get into this. Here's Harry Sisson. You know how I love this little twerp. We're seeing Americans being tear gassed because they rioted and attacked against, ICE agents and cops. Shot at, that's not true. Thrown to the ground, they attacked them first, and arrested by Trump's ICE agents in LA right now. It looks like a war zone. This is what Trump has done to America. Trump didn't do anything, and you guys know I'm not like wave the flag, everything Orange Man does, go team. Like, objectively, this is the response to a federal push to get around sanctuary cities, to react to sanctuary cities. This is their own dang fault. And all of these things he's describing here and trying to frame it as, big mean Gestapo, and the language that's being used, guys, this is important. Send this stuff out. Let's get into it. We got some videos. I'm just going to roll while we talk about this. This guy, far left account. A powder keg is about to explode because you guys built it up. With masks to hide their identity. Have you seen Antifa? This is what a Nazi takeover of the streets of Los Angeles looks like. They're literally going in to get people who are here illegally. They're criminals. This is not a Nazi takeover. This is literally a federal force enforcing law that California has not done. Don't worry, the National Guard's being utilized too. Trump's cosplaying ICE Gestapo is carrying out a lawless assault against one of the most diverse cities in America. You see all the buzz language there? Gestapo, Nazi, ICE, diverse America. See that? What they're doing, guys, is they are taking gasoline and they are just throwing it because they believe that the chaos gets them what they want. Again, see the prior administration. The Biden administration came in after all of these peaceful protests had burned cities to the ground. You know, when Tim Walz and his wife would sit there with the windows open, as she said, and just smell the smell of tires burning in the riots. What? Let's continue. Here we go. This is New York. We're just going to keep on cycling through, guys. Anti-ICE protesters are currently clashing with the New York Police Department outside the ICE headquarters, with multiple arrests taking place. They need to be arrested. All of them need to be arrested. They are violently protesting. They are violently rioting against the police. And they are violently rioting against ICE. This is not a protest. You want to protest? Protest all you want. Go team. But wait until I show you what's showing up magically next to some of these protests. Again, we're just going to grind through here. So this one right here, President Trump, he's officially taking control of California National Guard and will be deploying thousands of troops to the streets of Los Angeles tonight, per Gavin Newsom. How do you think that's going to go? Make sure, guys, you are following me on X, at Braden LOA. I will be providing content and text or tweeting out everything tonight as I come across it, and I'll be monitoring this because you guys need to know this. And now I'm going to take a little break before I go to the next tabs because there's about 8 more. Here's my advice to you guys right now. When it gets this hot, stay out. Don't go. Just literally let it go by itself. You do not need to be involved. If trouble comes come looking for you, that's one thing. Let it burn. Okay? They are going to do it to their own cities. This is not something where I want you guys to get hurt. This is not something where I want you guys to be in a bad situation. Let it ride. Okay, that's my advice to everybody. Now let's keep going. And I'll jump into comments here in a second. AES, this is another leftist political account. I don't recognize this country. Never in my life did I expect to see armed soldiers tear gassing and throwing projectiles, and even in one new case, Border Patrol running over its own people for a government that is violating the Constitution and due process. I don't even know where to start on that. Let's just stay in the gun world for a second. Red flag laws. Due process is now the big thing. Guys, you're going to hear all the Democrat politicians pile onto this. Don't worry about the hypocrisy. They're just going to pile onto it. Due process has never been mentioned once in the red flag laws. Take all the guns away. Don't worry about it. It is cool. Due process, shmoosh process. But now, all of a sudden, it's a big thing. Okay? Then we go into this next part. They're not running people down. These protesters are standing in front of cars that are moving. Next one, they're tear gassing and throwing projectiles. The projectiles are going at the ICE agents. I'll show you in a second. And they're throwing tear gas because it's a freaking riot. Anyway, let's keep on trucking. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be real emotional. All right, sorry. There we go. Here's what Gavin Newsom is saying. Guys, I'm telling you, we are on the exact same road that we saw in 2020. The only thing missing is a... Anyway, as the federal government conducts chaotic immigration sweeps across the country, the state is deploying additional California Highway Patrol to maintain safety on Los Angeles highways to keep the peace. Hold on. It's not their job to assist in federal immigration enforcement. And they want to say that this is everyone else's fault. They're literally ignoring laws. Don't worry, it's not their job. The federal government is sowing chaos so they can have an excuse to escalate. This is not the way a civilized country behaves. No, a civilized country follows laws. See, this is easy. The left, and I'm going to be pretty aggressive on this point, the left goes out and disobeys laws and makes up their own realities in their own little blue bastion cities for decades. No one has the balls to call them on it. And then, when there is an actual federal response to violation of federal law on their own, California is not helping them. ICE is doing it. Now, all of a sudden, it's Gestapo tactics. See how that works? We're not going to enforce federal law or aid and abet any kind of federal law enforcement. But if you come in, you're a big, mean Gestapo person, they're trying to thread the needle of, no, we're totally the party of law and order and for everybody, but also we're not going to enforce federal law. But if the federal law enforces, oh my God, you're so bad. This is the game that we're playing right now. And sorry, guys, we've seen the exact same thing. Hey, look. Wow. Look at this. Send this video out. Make sure you follow me at Braden LOA on X. We're going to cover all this because this happened before. New. I've discovered pallets of cement bricks within striking distance. I actually have to play this one so I can show you what they're doing. This is alleged. I did not take this, so you can watch it while I'm talking. Those are orders of cement pallet bricks that are halfway consumed, opened, and out there available. And when the camera pans around, you're going to see what they're near. I've discovered pallets of cement bricks within striking distance of the ICE agents. There's no pallets on the ground or around. Some are in the back of the gate, but these are in the front of the gate. I'm told protesters use these cement bricks to throw at ICE agents, and there's the ICE agents. Do you think that's just... Guys, this is literally the exact same playbook. Step one, Chaos. Step 2, we take power questionably. Step 3, we go after all your gun rights. Like, literally, we are literally in the exact same playbook. It's almost like 2020 to 2024 didn't exist. Anyway, let's keep on going. So there's the cement bricks that are randomly piling up magically somehow, from a unicorn ferry of protest. Here's Attorney General Pamela Bondi. It doesn't matter if you're a judge, a member of Congress, or a protester in Los Angeles. If you obstruct or assault a law enforcement officer, this Department of Justice will prosecute you. Now, they should be prosecuted. If you are assaulting officers in this manner, you should be prosecuted. I'll wait and see if it all happens, because that's pretty much the whole city of Los Angeles right now. And the entire thing's burning down around them, and they always burn their own cities. But let's keep on going. Here's another one. Breaking news, Trump administration orders National Guard to LA to stop peaceful protest against ICE. Have you seen any of the clips? Jump on my profile on X today. They're throwing rocks, cement bricks. They're putting up barricades I'm about to show you. They're setting cars on fire. The peaceful protest is back again, guys. You remember that when CNN was in front of huge warehouses on fire and it was a mostly peaceful protest? Anything rhyme at all? Let's keep on going. This is the moment many of us feared. Remember, Trump wants violence. He wants the martial law any way he would result in it. So Trump at the same time, and guys, just bear with me on this. Trump at the exact same time is so stupid and such a buffoon that he can't get dressed and he only wants ice cream and he can't observe his press conferences without crayons. He's so stupid, but at the exact same time, he's so smart that he puts orders in place, executes them, and then when people do what he knows they're going to do, he magically has 4D chess and says, "Ha ha! Now I can do martial law." You can't have it both ways, lefties. You can't say I'm for gun rights and then take them all away. Guys, these things are all blending together. They're all 100% oriented together. Let's keep on going, though. Some more genius is coming. However, this one, I want to say real clearly for YouTube and everything watching. This is not my words. I am reporting on what a U.S. representative is stating in this post. Got it? All right. The anti-American rioters in California are being organized and funded. This is a coordinated assault on our sovereignty. The American people deserve to know who is behind it and why. I'm going to be honest. This video right here that I just showed you with the cement bricks and all that. Oops, I don't want the audio. God knows what's going to happen in that. All the cement bricks here, that's just magic. It just happened to be a delivery right next to the ICE agents. Coincidences happen. You all know it. Oh my goodness, look, it's a short skip and a rock. Even the leftist Antifa little twerps could carry something that far. Anyway, let's get on back to the party. We covered her. So I can't say if that's true or not. Again, I'd like to illustrate that's her words, not mine. And now we have the Mogadishu LA edition. Straight out of Black Hawk Down Light. You've got barricades outside of Home Depots using 4 cinder blocks, a couple of broomstick handles, and 3 shopping carts. Okay, on a personal note, do these people suck at everything? Sorry, just gotta say it. But now we're issuing blockades and kinda we're putting road bumps in the way now. Okay, all right, it's all coming together, guys. This is the exact same freaking thing. All right, so now the coup de grace. This is where it's going to accelerate from here, and this is why I did this video so you guys can know where it's coming. And please, for the love of God, just keep distance on this. Okay, now. This is Tom Homan. This is the guy who's running all the ICE raids. Check this out. Here we go. Maybe? Maybe here we go. We might go. Come on, X. I believe in you. I'm going to have to refresh this page. Hold, please, while we get the Tom Homan clip queued up.
But many times these elected officials or these non-government organizations, they can't cross the line either. I mean, we got people like Hakeem Jeffries saying he's going to dox ICE employees, ICE agents out there with masks on. They're wearing masks to protect themselves and their families because they've been doxxed, their families been doxxed, their life's been threatened, their families have been threatened. I know myself, I had over 1,000 protesters in my house. I expect that as the borders are, but these men and women are putting their lives online every day. They arrested a lot of bad people yesterday and today. They arrested child sex offenders. They arrested people convicted of robbery. They arrested public safety, not only significant public safety threats, but national security threats. They arrested gang members. We're making Los Angeles safer. And Mayor Bass ought to be thanking us for making her city safer. And the term migrant, as Joe Concha rightfully said earlier, They're illegal aliens. There are illegal aliens in this country, and we welcome. We're the most giving country in the world. But these are illegal aliens who committed a crime by crossing this border illegally, then yet committed another crime. Again, yesterday's about a criminal investigation into money laundering, tax evasion, and some of the funds going to cartels in Mexico and Colombia that fund their operations of sending narcotics to this country, killing American people. This is about enforcing the law, and again, we're not going to apologize for doing it. We're stepping up. She says they're going to mobilize. Well, guess what? We're already ahead of the game. We're already mobilizing. We're going to bring National Guard in tonight. We're going to continue doing our job. We're going to push back on these people, and we'll.
All right. So a lot of you are going to applaud that, and quite honestly, the riots need to be put down because they're not peaceful protests, and they're not people expressing themselves. This is literally anger that has been ginned up and queued up for 4 months, and now that summer is here and they're doing ice raids, it only took a spark. And if you're just now tuning in, I'm going to keep this stream going for a minute because I think this is important, and I'm going to go to the live feed here in a second. I'm going to do my own little disclaimer on that in one moment. But you have to understand, this isn't going to be backing down. You've got ICE agents being assaulted for doing what they've been told to do, enforcing federal law. And now you've got National Guard going in tonight. All right. So if you are just now tuning in, before I go to the live feed on X, I'm just going to walk you guys through the live feed. Just going to have some fun. The powder keg's about to explode from the left. We've got protests popping off in multiple different cities. I'm sure that's just coincidence, right? At the exact same time, 2 different coasts of the United States. It's magic. Then we've got this one where the Trump has now basically taken over the California National Guard. We're going to keep on going through lies, propaganda, Gavin Newsom and Democrats like the mayor of Karen Bass, who let the entire city burn. Looks like she's going for a repeat. Then we've got these magical little items that are showing up right next to protests. Guys, at some point you just have to go, wow, this doesn't even rhyme. This is the exact same playbook. This is exactly what's happening. They're using charged language like Nazi, Gestapo, evil, ICE raids, all these things. Diversity. Guys, they're throwing out all the buzzwords they can. They know that, they think that this is going to net them seats in the next election. They're trying to take the House, and they're going to lean into this. You got Bondi saying that she's absolutely going to step down on it. You've got these people saying it's all peaceful protests, which is a bunch of crap. Then you've got other representatives in the U.S. that are saying, oh my goodness, this is completely funded and organized. Do you think there's any coincidence that this happens to be going during the big, beautiful bill that they can't stop? Guys, all of these things, they are not separate. They are all connected. That's why I cover things like this when I'm talking about our gun rights. That's why I cover the politics, the elections when I'm talking about our gun rights, because all of it is connected, and I try my very best to connect all of these things. But what you're going to see now is another gun buying binge that's coming. I did a video, I think that video might have been 4 weeks ago, where I said the guns are about to go into another buying surge because of the anger and the emotional response, and we're basically watching Trump 1.0, but in 2.0 with a higher velocity. That you're going to see more gun buying, you're going to see more ammo buying. It's all connected. All right, so now let me get over here, and we're just going to do an experiment together. I've never done this for you guys before. We're going to jump through my X profile at Braden LOA. So make sure you follow me. I will tweet all this out. It's going to be rolling updates all night because this is not going to go away, and they're 3 hours behind us, or 2 hours behind me. So we're going to run through and just see some stuff. All of these things you're going to see, I cannot verify their authenticity because I have not done it. I'm just going to roll through, and we're just going to see what's going on my X feed. And again, I want to highly stress that I cannot tell you what's going to pop up. So let's go. Let's just wander around here real quick. So if I refresh this, so there you go. Harry Sisson. Trump just confirmed that he's sending the National Guard to Los Angeles tonight and will bypass Governor Gavin Newsom to do it. Gavin Newsom is in on it. Like, why would he need it? I'm gonna keep on rolling. Agitators. Here you go, Mayor Karen Bass. This is a difficult time for our city, 21 minutes ago, as we recover from an unprecedented national disaster, of which you allowed to openly happen. Many in our communities are feeling fear following recent federal immigration enforcement actions, Los Angeles. Reports of unrest outside the city. Reports of unrest? Let me scroll down a little bit. Reports of unrest? Guys, this is literally the feed. This is when you guys get follow me on X and you see what I'm posting, we're doing it in real time. In fact, In fact, let's just go ahead and do one right now. You guys can be part of it. She's going for a repeat. I mean, literally, we're just going to keep on grinding. So, as you keep on going on this, Border Patrol in South Carolina, now it's like Baghdad. Again, I'm just doing the high level stuff. This is, okay, yeah, here we go. Look at this clip. Again, I'm going to keep the video and the audio up. This is a guy trying to stop a police car while it's moving. He falls over, and now all of a sudden, ICE is trying to kill people. See how this game plays? It's going to roll through again. I'm going to leave the audio off just so I can kind of keep this going. A Google account says, get ready for gun store shelves to run low on handguns. Yes, I would agree. But look, guys. The police officers, or the ICE agents, let's roll this again. You're going to see that this is going to be, we're going to talk about this a lot. Look, they're standing in front of a car. They fall over because they're idiots. The car stops, and that's how ICE runs over people. Okie dokie. Let's go back to, now that you've seen the video. Where did it go? Here's the tweet. Here you go. Oh, nope. That's not the right one. I apologize. That's the cinder blocks. That's Gavin Newsom. Here you go. Never in my life did I expect to see anything. Here's the U.S. Border Patrol running over its own people. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to the main feed. Does this look like it's running over its own people? The guy's standing in front of a car trying to push it. He falls over. The car stops. Yep, they ran over the people. Propaganda is on full blast. Let's go ahead and repost that one. Fishty. A little spice for the people. All right, let's just keep on going. Let's just see what else we wander up here. Oh, here we go. This bloodthirsty fascist pig is longing to shoot people ever since his first term. Yeah, they're going to keep on turning it up. Keep on turning it up. Let's see here. Here we got some more. This is 3 hours ago. They're taking over the streets in Los Angeles. The definition of an invasion. Representative, this is another rep. This is not my words, YouTube. Military-age men marching under foreign flags is an invasion. Every one of them has to go. Representative Riley Moore says it's an invasion. Again, guys, I'm just going through my X feed naturally and organically. Let's just keep on going. Oh, here we go. This guy's always a peach. Again, I've never seen these. I'm just rolling. As Trump sends in the National Guard to California, realize that Trump thrives on chaos. He wants division and he welcomes violence. It gives him something to point at. Does this look like Trump is starting violence? Like, they're the ones... Look, guys, what? This doesn't make sense on any level. Does this look like anything of what they're trying to frame it as? They're trying to inflict political damage so the bill won't pass and so they can take the House. Let's keep on going. Oh, here we go. They're terrified because they know this is only the beginning. There are more of us than them. Brett, Cupcake. You know who has more people? Don't open that door. Because I promise you, the very silent portion of America, there's like 100x of what you're rocking. Anyway, let's keep going. Actually, probably like 1,000x. But anyway, yeah, we're terrified. Guys, stay out of this. Stay so far out of cities. Let's keep on going. More J6 stuff, of course it is. ICE Stormtrooper goons. These guys are insane. Gavin Newsom, 2,000 troops. Here come the looking at cameras and, detention centers and Democrats. Trump and his ICE Gestapo. See how this is picking on? See how it's all these different people? The language has gone out. The word Gestapo and ICE have to be used together. Trump and his ICE Gestapo picked a fight with LA. Way to revitalize our city's movement. F around and find out. Fetty pigs. Yeah, Trump wants violence. Yeah, Trump wants violence. I'm not looking at those. Those are stupid. Just another day in Trump's America. It's funny how the people flying Mexican flags are the worst possible punishment in the world will send back to Mexico. Good point. Let's dive up and refresh one more time. If you guys are just now tuning in as that reloads, again, we're just kind of covering the riots that are happening and building in multiple cities at the exact same time on different coasts. Completely ununiform and completely randomly not supported. And there's no way it's orchestrated, and governors and mayors aren't fully endorsing it. And there's just happen to be cinder block orders that are happening to deliver right away from ICE agents. Here, let me go back to the first one. It's a better clip of the ICE agents. Y'all, this is the same playbook. This is the exact same thing. And I've already shown you that some of the stuff is so stupid. Well, let's see what's happening around. Let's go here. Let's go down here one more time real quick. So 5 minutes ago, 2,000 troops are on their way to Los Angeles tonight to quell the rioters after Trump signed the presidential memorandum for deployment. Okay. Yeah, I wonder how this is going to de-escalate. These criminals will be arrested and swiftly brought to justice. The commander-in-chief will ensure the laws of the United States are executed fully and completely, the White House said. You know, that is kind of refreshing, though. I'm going to be honest. You know, when we have riots, maybe don't let the entire city burn to the ground, affect everyone's business lives and livelihood. Maybe just arrest the rioters. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. I don't know. Let's keep on going. Shut up. You're an idiot. Nazi scum. Yeah. Yeah, this checks out. I stand with Mayor Karen Bass. Trump's ICE Gestapo. Guys, listen. We're going to go big for this, and then I'll wrap this up. I'll keep you updated on my X account. Here, let me get up here. Make sure you follow me at Braden LOA, just so I can kind of give you updates on this all night long. But we're literally watching the exact same thing that happened in 2020. It's verbatim. It doesn't even rhyme. All right, now let's go big on this. Make sure you follow me at X, and let's have a full night full of things to talk about. All right, here's the sum up in the encapsulation. Stay out of this. They are looking for a reason to blame anyone on the right for anything. Crazy psychotic gun owner shoots 150 different people, and the real story is one person breaks into your house because you had a Trump sign. Right? Like, just, guys, stay away from it. You have a Trump sign in the back of your car and you go down into a city, just stay away from it. There is no reason to make yourself a news story. That is my full-on advice to you. You know that I believe in our gun rights. You know that I believe in self-defense. You know that I believe in all of our rights that are protected in the Bill of Rights. That does not mean that you have to become part of the manipulation of the left. Just stay out of it. What we're going to do right now is we're just going to keep on watching the situation. Yeah, live updates on X at Braden LOA, and I will come to you on YouTube whenever we have things that are happening with this. But keep in mind, the Hearing Protection Act is still rolling through safely and strong inside the big, beautiful bill. It's still moving toward reconciliation. They're going to try to make the focus on this through reconciliation. They did the exact same thing with the Elon Musk and Donald Trump cage fight, which all of a sudden magically disappeared from the news headlines because now Los Angeles is burning to the ground. So that's what we've got. Stay tuned, stay updated, make sure the notification bell on, the subscription is active, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm Braden. Stay safe out there.